Hello students, I am Professor Junaid Shafi. Today our topic is sentence and its types, subject and predicate, noun and its types, noun and its correction. Keep watching our videos. This video is going to be very interesting and you will learn a lot. Thank you very much. Hello students and viewers, a very warm welcome to Wren and Martin series, High School English Grammar and Composition. I am Junaid Shafi, Punjab Group of Colleges, Bhalwal. Don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you can watch my latest videos about grammar and composition and also about a literature. So today our topic is subject and predicate. As you know, our previous topic was sentence and its types, and its link is available in the description. In the previous topic, we have discussed what is sentence and its types. What was sentence? A sentence is a group of words which gives the complete meaning. For example, Faria was sitting on a table. It gives the complete meaning. Today, I am breaking that sentence and give you its parts. What are sentence parts? Subject and predicate. Sentence is divided into two parts. One is a subject and the second is a predicate. So here, what is a subject? What is a subject? Here I am giving you a definition, and before giving the definition, I am just making a statement. Okay, while making a sentence, we name some person or thing. For example, Ikra, book, Ravi, those are all nouns which can be used at the start of a sentence. Put those nouns at the start of a sentence and make a sentence yourself. The part of a sentence which names the person or a thing we are speaking about is called a subject. So focus on that definition. The part of a sentence part which names the person, which is naming the person or a thing. It can be a thing or a person. It can be a book or a ikra. We are speaking about is called a subject of the sentence. The predicate. What is the predicate? The part of a sentence which tells about the subject. One part is speaking about a person or thing, and the second part is speaking about that person or a thing, and that contains a verb and probably an object is called a predicate. So predicate and subject are the two parts of a sentence. Without these parts, sentence cannot be coined. So a sentence contains two parts which are a subject and a predicate. So subject and predicate. Here I am showing you from a slide from this example in which you will know what is a subject and what is a predicate. Stone walls do not make a prison. It is a proverb. Stone walls. Here stone walls is a subject. Do not make a prison. It is a predicate. So stone walls, it is naming a person or a thing. So do not make a mistake. It is a predicate and it is telling something about the subject. So in easy words, you can understand nouns before verb, they are called subject, and verb and object is called a predicate. So you can divide any sentence on the basis of subject and a predicate. Second is reverse order. There is a reverse order in sentences. There predicate can be used first and after that the subject has been used. The subject of a sentence usually comes first, but occasionally it is put after the predicate. Here comes the bus. That is a sentence. Here comes, it is used, those words are used at the very start of the sentence. They are called predicate. The bus is a subject. So it can be called a reverse order. It can be very useful for you. So focus on this thing. Here comes the bus. It is a sentence in which predicate has been used first and the bus is a subject. Imperative sentences. So if we talk about the imperative sentences, in imperative sentences the subject is left out. There is no subject in imperative sentences. Sentence starts from a verb. Sit down. Here the subject you is understood. So in this sentence, sit down or polish my shoes or get out of class, and those sentences which are started from a verb, they are called imperative sentences. And imperative sentences contains no subject, and without using a subject we can make a sentence, and those sentences are called imperative sentences. So imperative sentences, here the subject you is understood. So reverse orders example. Previously, I was talking about reverse orders example. Here comes the bus. I gave you an example. So here, what was here comes a predicate, the bus, but the bus was subject. Reverse mean which comes after that. A barking sound the shepherd hear. Here the shepherd hears is a subject. A barking sound the shepherd hear. On the top of the hills lives a hermit. So these are the finest examples of the reverse order. Hope you have understood this video, and don't forget to give me a feedback and subscribe my channel so that the new videos about the grammar Wren and Malton series will be in your check, so that I am leaving this video in a good intention that you will give me a good feedback, good or bad, it is up to you. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much.